Welcome to this brief lesson on time. To us human beings, time is a quantity that is always changing. In fact, it is always moving forward. We don't, yet, have the ability to move backward in time. When we say that things change, we usually mean that they change in time. You can watch the same object in the same position, and you can watch it change. Time is usually measured in seconds, minutes, or hours. It can also be measured in days, years, centuries, or many other longer units of time. In this course, we will often be working with seconds and sometimes minutes or hours as well. To denote time, we will often use the symbol t, which makes sense because time starts with the letter t. What time is it right now? How would you answer that question? Probably you would look at your clock and tell me 2:25 p.m., or whatever time it is that you are watching this video. But really what you would be saying is that it has been 2 hours and 25 minutes since midday of this day. In 24 hours from now, it will be 2:25 p.m. again, but obviously it will be a different moment in time with different events occurring. When we measure time, we don't have some universal time origin that we measure it against. Rather, we set whatever time origin that makes the most sense for us to use. In the case of the time our clocks display, those time origins are either midnight or midday. In the case of an experiment, you can set your time equals to 0 at the moment the experiment, whatever it may be, begins. This is because we only care about how much time passes, which tells us how long it takes for some event to occur. Therefore, we will usually really be measuring the change in time. We will usually denote this change in time with this symbol, pronounced delta t. That triangle is the Greek letter delta and is often used in math to mean the change of some quantity. Here it means the change in time. To find out how much time passes between event A, which happens first, and event B, we use this formula, where t with a little b means the time at which event B occurred, and t with a little a means the time at which event A occurred. If delta t ends up being a negative value, that means that event B actually happened first. Let's do one quick example. Let's say that at time equals to 0, I start racing my RC car. Then, at time equals 20, it crosses the finish line. How long did that take? Well, I will use our handy formula. The second event, the crossing of the line, was at 20 seconds, while the first event, the beginning of the race, began at 0 seconds. So 20 minus 0 is, that's right, 20 seconds. And that is it for this video.